You're in touch with Kaleidoscope. Patty Alisoscus is with us. She's in charge of quality assurance at the Holy Family Hospice, and she'll discuss hospice care and explain who may be eligible for hospice services. Patty Alisoscus. Good to see you, Patty.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tell me about Holy Family Hospice. What's the mission of Holy Family Hospice?
Well, the mission of Holy Family Hospice is to meet the needs of all the terminally ill patients that come to our doors. And actually, our organization is very, very mission-driven. We try to reach out to those people that are more marginalized in our community and perhaps have a little more difficulty accessing health care services. Part of our mission, too, is also trying to see in our mind's eye the kernel of God in every patient and family that we serve, to see the beauty of each soul that comes to our door and to treat them accordingly, to treat all with love and respect. And that's the greatest care and service that we could provide to our folks.
We are talking more and more these days about hospice care, aren't we? I think we've maybe come to the realization that we are all leaving at one time or another. Not that we've come to that realization, we've known that but we talk more openly about it, don't we?
Correct. Correct. I think our perceptions have changed, where we realize now that none of us are invincible, that death will come to all of us, and we have a lot of control over our last moments and how we would like to die and choose how we would like to die. And hospice certainly helps our patients and families make wise choices, achieve comfort, and have quality of life throughout the trajectory of their dying process.
Now we have something called hospice care, which you just explained.
Correct.
And we have palliative care. What is palliative care?
Palliative care is kind of a stepstone in between, where people may be chronically ill for a long period of time or even have a life-limiting illness, but they still want to seek some aggressive treatment also. So it's kind of like they still might be getting tests and treatment and surgeries, but they have somebody to kind of handhold them through that process. Educate them, first and foremost, what are their options? What is the burden versus the benefit of all those different options, and help guide them to make a personal, educated decision as to what type of care and services to pursue. And actually, shortly coming up, we will be adding palliative care to our repertoire of services that we provide too.
Now, can we make advanced care? Can we plan?
Absolutely.
Before we're there.
It's a difficult thing to do.
Because we know we're going, but can we plan before we get there?
Absolutely, and it's a very wise thing to do that. It's very good when one is still healthy and is cognizant and has control of all their capabilities to make a plan. If something happens to me, what would I like to have done? Do I want aggressive treatment? Would I like to receive life support? If I can't make a decision for my health care, who would I like to appoint in charge of that? It's sometimes challenging work to do, but it's very important work to do. And actually, inevitably, when one passes, what type of services would I like? Would I like to have a cremation, funeral, all that kind of stuff? And it's very good to think about that and prepare ahead of time.
Patty Alisoscus, let me ask you now, how big an area do you serve now?
We serve quite an extensive service area. We go as far west as Avon, as far east as Euclid and Chagrin, and far south as northern Medina County. Besides providing care and services in our own inpatient facility, we provide services in a wide range of nursing homes, assisted living facilities, and certainly within the confines of one's own private residence, too.
Yeah, talk about that. You can go through this at home.
Absolutely.
And nurses come in and are with that person under hospice care.
Correct.
Yeah.
We supply a myriad of different care and service options. We have nurses, social workers, spiritual care individuals, counselors, personal care aides, and we all provide the care and services to support that family through that difficult journey. In addition, we make sure they have all the appropriate equipment they need, the supplies they need, and we also oversee their medication regimen to make sure they're receiving the proper medications to maintain comfort.
Before I ask you about why this is so important, hospice care especially, we're going to get to that. I want to put a phone number on the screen, 440-888-7722, more information, or you can go to holyfamilyhome.com.
Yes.
More information on everything we're talking about.
Yes, sir.
Why is this so vital to talk about it and to deal with it in our final 1 minute of hospice care? What do you think about when you are involved with giving that care to someone who is making the transition from life to death?
I'm passionate about end-of-life care. I've been privileged to work in the hospice field for 25 years now. We have choices that we can make. Everybody's going to have to go through the dying process. It doesn't have to be something that causes fear and anxiety. It could be life-giving. It could be an easy transition. It could be a very, very blessed time. A time where we can plan to leave a legacy. A time to say that, yes, my life has had meaning, that I fulfilled my role as a human being, and a time to enrich the rest of the world with what we have accomplished in our life.
Well said.
In hospice, especially in Holy Family, I'm a little biased, we try to make sure that one's physical needs are taken care of, but also we focus in equal importance on one's emotional and also spiritual facets of their being. When you provide physical care, you're doing a good job. When you address all the needs, physical, emotional, spiritual, you're doing a great job. And that's what Holy Family does, and that's the Holy Family difference.
Thank you, Patty Alasoskas. So many thanks for being on the broadcast. Holy Family Hospice. Good to have you with us. I'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment.